Hi everyone, I'm Sabrina Dhami, and we come to you with some breaking news on two fronts. First, former President Donald Trump officially at the courthouse now, and he has been arrested. He has surrendered to authorities. We have some live pictures coming in from there. This is a feed from right outside the Manhattan courthouse. This has been quite the spectacle with the former president leaving Trump Tower in his motorcade and arriving to the courthouse for this court proceeding, this highly anticipated court proceeding. So we're going to get you updated on that in just a couple of minutes, but we want to get to a breaking story here in the capital region, a series once again of school-related threats causing chaos and police having to respond to those schools this morning. So let's bring in Dan Levy, who is at the Ballston Spa School District. And Dan, a lot of focus on this district as they had to cancel school for the day for all four elementary schools there.
That's true, Sabrina. Yeah, the Ballston Spa High School behind me and the middle school campuses have been in shelter in place all morning long. Students and staff remained in one classroom as state police and the Saratoga County Sheriff's deputies scanned the massive property. Now, the shelter in place that began just after 7 o'clock this morning ended right around noontime. Police presence, though, remains intact at this hour. I can tell you that News Channel 13 has learned that the cause of today's disruption in many of the 50 school districts across New York was due to bomb threats that were emailed to those districts. However, here in Ballston Spa, the Sheriff's Department says it was a swatting episode. That is the threat of an active shooter. Now, whether or not swatting and bomb threats are coming from the same source, that remains to be seen. I know that Governor Hochul issued a statement today reminding folks that the state police are working hand in hand with local police and the FBI, trying to solve this really frustrating and annoying dilemma. And again, the police presence remains here at Ballston Spa. All of the elementary school students at all four of those schools were sent home. Classes canceled today. They are expecting a resumption of normalcy tomorrow, whatever that means. And we also know that, according to many people, the swatting threats, bomb threats, whatever, they're likely to continue until police crack down. And it is not easy, Sabrina, as you know, because they don't even know if these threats are coming from within the country or from overseas. But I did speak with many parents and many students who were leaving today about their disappointment, about their high anxiety, and about many other issues. And we will hear from those folks beginning at 4 o'clock on News Channel 13.
Dan, we can see the buses behind you, a lot of activity behind you. But what a day for those students at the middle and high school having to sit through law enforcement sweeping every classroom, and have to hand it to Ballston Spa. They've been very transparent, keeping everyone updated on the step-by-step process throughout all of this.
No question about that. And, it's such an inconvenience for so many families, as you know. Parents had to rush out of work to get their kids. In many cases, there were grandparents who were available who picked up their kids. I can tell you that the local McDonald's restaurant did a bonanza business here because the line through the drive-through and even inside the restaurant filled with parents, grandparents, and kids stopping by for lunch, trying to present some sort of normalcy to their daily routine. And again, everybody here is hoping that they can return and come back to school tomorrow.
Yeah, that is the hope, Dan. We'll hear from you starting live at 4. Dan Levy live outside Ballston Spa Schools, where they had to deal with some threats over there today. Dan, thank you for joining us. Dan mentioned a series of bomb threats as well at some other districts. Again, different threats at different districts, but in all, we had more than a dozen schools affected by this, and we have a long list: Argyle, Ballston Spa, Cambridge, Fort Anne, Fort Edward, Granville, Greenwich, Hartford, Hudson Falls, Queensbury. The majority of these schools in Washington County, however, Ballston Spa in Saratoga County, Queensbury, and Warren County. A statement I want to read to you that law enforcement says it could have sparked some of this, especially the schools that received bomb threats. We have planted bombs on the inside. They were assembled by a former military bomber. Again, this is the threat that was received. They are well made, hidden in plain sight, remote detonated. If we notice anybody trying to disarm the bombs, we'll detonate them. We'll only call these off if you pay $100,000 in Bitcoin. So this is the kind of stuff law enforcement is dealing with and responding to and checking to make sure students are safe. But again, the good news in all of this, that everyone is safe and law enforcement responded very quickly. So Again, we'll keep you updated on those details as they come in, starting live at 4. Want to get you updated on the other big story that is happening right now in Manhattan. Former President Trump inside the Manhattan courthouse. Let's give you that picture one more time of what is going on. About 30 counts will be discussed and revealed. And this is all, once again, relating to allegations that the former president made hush money payments to former adult star Stormy Daniels. So we will find out much more in this arraignment that's expected to happen within minutes now. And the former president is expected to speak with the media after the fact and travel back to Florida, where he's expected to speak again. It's a large crowd gathered outside the courthouse. A few pictures we can show you just right outside the courthouse of some of the chaos there. And we've been looking at different monitors here, and you can see hundreds and hundreds of people gathered as they are in support of the former president. Some just want to see the spectacle, which it truly is in the New York City area there today, as the former president appears, the first former president to answer to criminal charges. So we are expecting an update from the district attorney in Manhattan coming up at 3:30. We'll carry that live on News Channel 13. And of course, the very latest for you starting live at 4 here on News Channel 13. Let's get a check in our first warning forecast right now. Bring in meteorologist Paul Caiano. It's been an interesting day, Paul. News-wise, weather-wise as well. We've had the rain. It kind of feels a little humid outside.
Yeah, it's kind of the battle between the seasons, Sabrina. In some places, showers and cooler temperatures winning out. Other places, more sunshine and milder air. In fact, in Saratoga Springs, it's been raining for a good chunk of the morning. And temperatures, as a result, have been held down. You could see still a lot of clouds. The showers, for the most part, are over, but you could see it's still wet on Broadway, and only 49 at noon. It was 45 with the rain coming down. Certainly, it's not raining everywhere, though. And on the first warning live Doppler, even the showers over the southern Adirondack, Saratoga County, Washington, Bennington counties are really starting to diminish in coverage and intensity. And you can see what the temperatures have done, though, where it's been dry. Look at Voorheesville pushing 60, Kinderhook 61, even 67. Speaking of spring, at Copac, Pittsfield is 64. But where we've been socked in, still in the 40s, Ballston Spa, Schuylerville, Edinburgh, Glens Falls, showers and only 47 in Johnstown. So a tale of two different weather days here across a short distance in the capital region. But the trend here is for that wet weather. You can see it in the green, really tending to dry out with time. So I think even if we don't get much in the way of sun in these spots, we'll still see temperatures pop into the 50s. And most of us, let's say on average, will be in the middle and high 50s throughout the day today. So the last few showers moving out. By the time we hit the ride home, it looks generally dry, but a lot of clouds. And this is going to be the theme over the next couple of days. Not a lot of rain. We'll have our moments, but a lot of dry weather and cloudy skies. You can see by tomorrow late afternoon, some showers will push through right until about 6 or 7 o'clock. So after school activities Wednesday could be up in the air. More showers overnight on Wednesday night. And then a front moves through on Thursday with additional showers right here at lunchtime. But behind this, we decidedly dry out nicely Thursday night and into the holiday weekend. It just looks fantastic with brilliant sunshine and that warming trend. 50s today, 44 tonight. Generally dry for the rest of the day. A few scattered showers Wednesday and Thursday. Friday looks beautiful. So does Saturday and Sunday. Starting off a little on the cool side on Friday and Saturday, but in the lower 60s on Easter Sunday. That's going to be fantastic, especially for those going to brunch or maybe some lunchtime activities on the holiday itself. Sunrise services, though, on Easter Sunday, probably a bit chilly with the clear sky in the morning, but temperatures will rebound nicely throughout the day, Sabrina.
And dry for the Easter egg hunts, Paul, which is huge because you don't want those eggs and all the goodies inside getting wet.
You got that right. Dry weather right on into the early part of next week. Looking good.
Hey, one of our viewers watching this live right now sent a message saying, I'm loving the temperatures. My windows are open.
Yeah. keep them open at night. It's going to be mild the next couple of mornings also. So it's getting to be that time of year, a little spring cleaning, you get that fresh air in the house, right? And that sun does really good work for us.
Good for your long runs also, Paul.
Yes, I got to start longer runs. Absolutely.
All right, Paul, we'll see you live at 4
Okay.
on News Channel 13. Thank you so much.
Got it.
And thank you all for joining us for this update. A lot going on once again today. So we will get you updated, of course, with all of this starting live at 4 on News Channel 13. We will see you then.